The events depicted in the following program are false. Only some of the names remain unchanged for your easy reference. Call Me Tania, the Patricia Hearst story, the tale of how a good girl goes bad and then becomes good again. Or is it bad again? September 25, 1975, a day that will live in infamy. On this date, Patty Hearst was captured, ending one of the longest chases in FBI history. Patty Hearst had been on the run with the Symbionese Liberation Army for 19 and a half months, attracting attention from around the world. It all started on that fateful day in February 1974. Patty was sharing an apartment in Berkeley, California with her boyfriend Stephen Weed when one day she had a most unusual delivery, one that was to change her life.
Oh, who is it?
Alfie's Pizza, anchovy and pineapple pizza to go.
Far out. With 175 pounds of weed in the house, one really gets the munchies. What's this all about, Alfie?
It's a pizza to go, and you're going with it. Incidentally, the name's not Alfie, it's Sin-Q.
You're welcome. What's going on? Help! Stephen, help!
Is the pizza here?
The SOBs from the SLA stuffed Patty in the trunk of an MGB and took off down I-5 toward L.A. What a terrible fate for the young newspaper heiress. The country feared that her kidnappers might brainwash her, torture her, or even worse.
All right, young lady, listen good. How much money does your daddy make? I beg your pardon?
It might help if you took the gag off of her.
Where's my pizza?
What pizza?
Come on, Alfie, fork it over.
Into your ribs because you sure are dumb.
Dumb nothing, I'm starved.
You understand, when we get you weak enough, you'll want to join up with us.
Us? Who's us? The Elks Club?
Take off your reindeer suit, Camille. You don't need the disguise now. She wore it at our terrorist Christmas party. Ain't her shiny red nose cute?
No schmoes. Give me my pizza.
Dumb.
Shut up, Rudolph. If I don't eat pretty soon, I'll pass out.
You can eat once you've joined up.
Join what?
Us, baby. The Symbionese Liberation Army, a non-profit organization formed for the express purpose of creating social disturbance with the eventual goal of overthrowing the U.S. government, destroying capitalism, getting drunk, and listening to Bo Diddley. Created in 1974, Donald DeFries, acting chairman of the board, alias Sin-Q.
You're welcome. And I'm not interested in joining. I have my responsibilities as a cheerleader and a member of the Chipmunks Booster Club. Besides, I don't like Bo Diddley. Got any Archie's albums?
You don't seem to understand. Unless you capitulate, I will have to resort to denying you food, drink, and a change of bathrobes. Then I'll have to hang you up by your elbows and beat you with a golf club.
I'll never give in. Just ask my boyfriend.
Camille, get me my 9-iron.
Down with fascist pigs. Down with capitalist invertebrates. Poo-poo on daddykins.
Ah, now you've got the idea. You'll be fine after a few days at our terrorist training academy.
Do they have a rally squad?
Dumb.
Now we need to give you a good subversive name. Patty just doesn't cut it.
How about, Soily?
No good.
Tallulah?
Too long.
Yvonne?
Oh, you can do better than that. You named yourself after a hurricane.
How about Mary? Typhoon Mary.
Dumb.
Here's a phone book. Close your eyes, Patty, and point to your new name. Ralph? Try again. Tanya. Hey, I like it. Sounds really sneaky. Like someone you wouldn't want to leave alone with your hamster.
Then Tanya it is.
Yeah, but won't I have to change my driver's license?
In the week following the kidnapping, tape-recorded messages concerning Patty were sent to a Bay Area radio station. One dealt with their ransom demands. The SLA demanded that Mr. Hearst distribute millions of dollars worth of food to Bay Area ghetto dwellers. We take you to the scene of one of these distributions.
This is Roger Mudd in Oakland, scene of the Hearst food throwaways, where small children have been developing hernias dragging sides of beef to their homes. It looks like the fellows in the truck are about to make an announcement.
Back, you savages! Use the baseball bat on them, Bill. All right, now, let's do this in an orderly fashion. You 10,000 people, please get in a single file line.
They're not lining up, Harry.
Use the bat on them, Bill. Okay, here's the T-bone steak. Here's the pork chops. Here's the ribs. Use the bat on them, Bill.
Here's a box labeled fine table wines. It's Ripple.
Use the mace on them, Bill.
Sadly, there was no response to the ransom put up by the Hearsts, and the poor victimized newspaper tycoon and his wife were subjected to many media interviews.
This is Dan Lather speaking with the parents of Patty Hearst. Mr. Hearst, what were your first impressions when you realized that your daughter would no longer be around the mansion?
That's one less mouth to feed. She always did take after her mother.
What? Oh, Patty, we love you. We want you to come home. Your room's just as you left it, except for what damage the FBI did. Your M16, your grenades, your Che Guevara poster, and your teddy bear. All just like before those creeps dragged you off.
What steps are you prepared to take to get your daughter back?
We'll pay any price to get our little darling back.
Oh, wait a minute, honey.
Won't you come home, dear Patty? Won't you come home? Your parents love you so. We paid your ransom, honey, $2 million. We're spending all our dough. Remember that gloomy evening they dragged you off without a change of clothes? Your poor old mom and dad, we want you back so bad. Dear Patty, won't you please come home?
Come back, baby.
Dear Patty, won't you please come home?
Love you, darling.
Dear Patty, won't you please come home?
Unfortunately for the Hearsts, their darling daughter didn't come back home. The country was asking, now that Patty was with that terrorist group, what might they make her do? What might they do to her? Then they were to discover what Patty and the SLA would do to a suburban Bay Area bank.
Can I help you?
Yeah, give me $10,960 in small bills.
Next window, please.
Oh, come on, you've got to be kidding.
Can I help you?
Yeah, give me $10,960 in small bills.
Do you have a withdrawal slip?
Yeah, this .38 caliber one.
Ooh, it's a holdup.
All right, everybody. Lie face down on the floor and you won't get hurt.
Look, Tanya, a camera. Smile.
Tanya, we thought she was Patty. Shut up or I'll blow your heads off. Tell them about your name change, honey. Tanya, if you please, she's not Patty anymore. She's been with the Simeonese and will stay forevermore. She's been having so much fun, shooting off her machine gun. Now they got us on the run, so we got to steal some dough. Call her Tanya, if you please. She's not Patty anymore. Drag her off in her DVDs. She don't wear them anymore. Now she's dressed up in fatigues, like she's going off to war. She's been hanging out for weeks. She's not Patty anymore.
What a shock it was to see that once innocent 19-year-old girl brandishing a machine gun in the midst of a bank robbery. The Federal Bureau of Investigation decided that Patty, alias Tania, was no longer a kidnap victim. She was a felon and was to be captured and put on trial. The manhunt increased in intensity until one fateful day in Southern California.
Good evening, this is Howard Blowhard. Tonight on our show, we'll be welcoming the USC Marching Band and Minnie Pearl.
Howdy!
Live and direct from southern Los Angeles at the scene of a truly horrible event. The Los Angeles Police Department has been firing for an hour on this rose-colored house where a number of suspected SLA members are holed up. Chief of Police Stokes, can you shed a little light on the situation?
Well, sure thing, Howard. We've fired 5,000 rounds of ammunition on the house where we think the terrorists are. Not having had any luck so far, we've called in the 7th Fleet and the Strategic Air Command. I'd like to say something to Patty's parents, Howard. Mr. and Mrs. Hearst, we are taking every precaution to ensure the safe return of your little girl. Move in the artillery, boys.
Thank you, Chief Stokes. And now, for your enjoyment, the USC Marching Band. Look who's in the audience tonight. Telly Savalas, Hi Kojak,
Who loves you, Howard?
Folks say hello to Minnie Pearl.
Howdy!
Ladies and gentlemen, you've just witnessed the explosion of the house, which has obviously killed all the occupants. Now the police have gone in with a dustpan and a broom, looking for the bodies of the SLA members. Now the police are bringing out the charred remains of the militants. There's 5 so far, none of them patties. Here's what they say is the last of the body.
Howdy!
It looks to be the corpse of Donald DeFreeze, alias Sin Q.
You're welcome.
We heard no more out of Patty or the SLA. The issue was still alive, though. Many individuals were suspected of being linked with the SLA. Among them was a prominent sports figure.
This is Chick Fern in L.A., where the Lakers are playing the Blazers tonight. Star rookie Bill Walton is with me now. Bill, you've been accused by the FBI of being involved with the Patty Hearst kidnapping. What are your comments?
No comment, man. I just play ball and eat organic food and count my money.
Really, Bill? Well, do you deny that you know Jack and Mickey Scott?
Who?
The people living with you.
They do? Oh, wow. I wondered who those guys were.
Various sports people wonder why you don't score more.
Well, to tell the truth, I don't bathe very often, Chick.
On college campuses, young people took up the cause of Patty's right to be a terrorist. Groups of students marched in protest of the FBI's investigation, rallying to the strains of their protest song.
We love you, Tanya. Oh, yes, we do. We love you, Tanya, and we'll be true. We're making bombs now for you. Oh, Tanya, we love you.
The FBI continued its search, following up on all leads all over the world.
Good afternoon, FBI. We overheard the name Pat being mentioned in your phone conversations. And we were wondering if you people know anything about Miss Hearst's whereabouts.
Sam Irvin, and now this. Let me make this perfectly clear. Pat is my wife's name, and she is not, let me repeat, is not a kidnapped victim. I'm not in the SLA, and we didn't rob anybody. Or almost. And further...
Good afternoon, sir, FBI. We're investigating the rumor that someone in this household might know the whereabouts of Patty Hearst. The phone tap, rumor, says there's a Pat in this residence. Gee, I like the white shoes.
Well, thank you. Boone's the name. Pat Boone. Want a glass of milk or a premium saltine?
No thanks. So you're Pat, eh? I see quite a few young women here. Mind if I look around?
Come on in. Shirley, look at this. Company. Sit down. Make yourself at home.
That young lady over there. Ask her to come over.
Bonnie, come see the nice FBI man.
Oh, fudge, I dropped my cracker.
Bonnie!
Bonnie?
Yes, she's my daughter. She's going to be a nun.
And what about the other 2 girls?
The one with the blonde hair, that's Billy. She wants to be a nurse. And the one that looks like the milkman, that's Bunny. She wants to go to Australia and be a missionary.
To teach Aborigines?
No, to tie me kangaroo down, mate.
That wasn't funny, mister. I see you're the only man here, with half a dozen young women hanging around.
Yep, I'm just a family man.
Yeah, so's Charlie Manson. You're going on our records, weirdo.
Well, gee, I hope it's a million seller.
I hope your voice changes.
19 and a half months after the kidnapping of the newspaper heiress came the moment the world had waited for.
Who is it?
Alfie's Pizza. Anchovy and pineapple pizza to go.
Oh, goody, my favorite. Oh, fudge, I fell for it again.
Come along now.
I'll go peacefully. Say, have you got a hamburger or something? I haven't eaten in months.
The guilty parties were Jane White, Randy Rock, Jeff Wilson, Joe Davenport, Laurel Stocker, Mike Minden, and Craig Thorne. Your announcer has been Vern Mueller.